Hello, dear friends, and welcome. My name is Alina Tomer, and I am a licensed tourist guide in Romania. Our association has over 300 members. All of our members are licensed tourist guide, and the name of the association is the Professional Association of Tourist Guides, Pro Guide. Together with our colleagues, we decided back in April to start this live broadcasting in order to present and speak about our main subject, our beloved subject, Romania. So we have over 70 virtual tours. You can find our tours over YouTube channel, Facebook, and Twitter. Of course, you can find us in Instagram as well. And because it is an English virtual guided tour, this tour you can find it on Travel Massive as well. So what does it mean to be a licensed tourist guide in Romania? First of all, you have such a certificate, and all our colleagues, of course, has the badge to license. According to the legislation, we are enforced by law to wear such badges while we work and while we guide our tourists in Romania. So let's invite our colleague, because today is Wednesday, correct? So because it's Wednesday, we have together with us whom? Let's welcome Florin. Hi, how are you?
Hi, Alina. Hi, everybody. Fine, thanks. Just like every Wednesday, I'm here. I feel like home, even if I'm at home now.
Exactly.
Also on YouTube channel, Facebook channel, just like you said, Twitter, and Travel Massive today because it's the English tour. I have also my documents.
Certificate.
Yes, I'm a licensed tour guide, tourist guide. Me, I made already 15 tours. I don't know how many are in English, but just like I said, one day I'll do again all the tours in that are in Romanian language. I'll do it in English for foreign tourists. Today we'll talk about Târgoviște.
Exactly. And let us see if we have any comments. Of course, we have on our YouTube channel our very good friend, Adrian. Good evening, dear friend. Thank you for being with us. So let us dive into today's subject. Yeah, 1 second. Yes, that's it. See you later.
Okay, see you later. Thanks for helping me with the images. Today we are going to Târgoviște to see the Royal Court. Târgoviște is the third capital of Wallachia. The first one was Câmpul Lung Muscel. The second one was Curtea de Argeș. We already talked in the previous presentation about Curtea de Argeș Monastery. Then was Târgoviște, and the last one was Bucharest. After Wallachia and Moldova unified in a new country called Romania, Bucharest became the capital of Romania. So we have the capital now, Bucharest. But before Bucharest, we had Târgoviște. And here, just like you can see in this image, we still have part of the Royal Court, even if some parts are only ruins. But we have Chindia Tower, that big tower that is on the left, and a church on the right. This can be visited, not today, because today we can visit only the gardens and the ruins of the palace that is in the middle of this image. So because of the pandemic of the new rules that we have today, but it's still a museum. The ticket is about 9 Romanian lei for adults. This means about €2. And we can see this part of Târgoviște. In the next image, we have the map of Romania with the road from Bucharest to Târgoviște, around 80 kilometers on national road, about 1 hour and a half. You can see the map of Romania. Bucharest is in south part of the country, and we are going somehow northwest. In this direction, we go also to Câmpul Lung Moldovenesc, and if we cross the mountains, we go to Bran Castle. So for Bran, we have to cross the mountains. This is a zoom from the map. You can see here 1 hour and 18 minutes, but is from center of Bucharest. We can go by car, of course, just like I do it almost all the time. We have also buses and, of course, train. But for me, it's very easy with my car. I'm going usually with my tourist with my own car. During centuries, this court, the Royal Court from Târgoviște, was modified. At the beginning, we have here an image with what we had in 15th century. First information about Târgoviște as a capital, as an important city, we have it from Mircea cel Bătrân, Mircea the Elder. I would say only one time the translation of our rulers. Then I will call them only in Romanian. So Mircea cel Bătrân, who built here a palace, a church. We can see 1 with the number 1 is the palace, with 3 is the church, and with 4 is the tower. We don't have many information about this tower because was rebuilt in 1440 by Vlad Dracul, the father of Vlad the Impaler, who also lived here in Târgoviște. What we can see now, India Tower, was restored in 19th century. So we don't have anymore the one from 1440. At that moment we had only this part of the Royal Court, but it's important because at that moment the capital was Curtea de Argeș, but in the same time was also Târgoviște, because was closer to the river, to Danube, to the border. Coming from the mountains, they need a new city, a new place to be more important for commerce, for administration, for everything, and of course to be in center of the country. We talk about these few buildings from the court. Then in 1500s, in 16th century, Petru Cercel started building a new palace, a new church, a new fortification, gardens, and make this court more beautiful and bigger. The end of the end of beautiful period for Târgoviște, for this court, ends with Constantin Brâncoveanu. We can see in the next image. Alina, please help me with the next image. This is how looks the Royal Court in 1500s. You can see on the right with the red arrow, we have Kindia Tower. Next to this tower, we have the old church, the one from Mircea cel Bătrân time. I have to tell you that this is almost the same architecture, was the same architecture with Kozia Monastery, the place where Mircea cel Bătrân is buried. Then with an orange arrow, we have the palace from Mircea cel Bătrân time. With a green arrow, we have the palace built by Petru cel Cel. Yellow arrow shows us the big princely church built also by Petru cel Cel. And with the blue arrow, we have the gate tower, and also was the bell tower, because the church doesn't have a place for the bell for the church. We can see also the gardens are inspired by Italian gardens. We say Petru cel Cel made it alla Italiana. And some other buildings, Doamna Bălașa lady's house there, and also another church, a few towers for part of the fortification from the wall. And this was the time at that time from 1500s. This is a restoration of what we had at that moment during Petru cel Cel, from Petru cel Cel to Constantin Brâncoveanu. So from 1500s to 1700, beginning of 18th century. Now let's talk about some parts of this court. At the entrance, we can see here the gate tower, also the bell tower for the church. On the right, here we have also the ticket desk for the museum. And after we enter from this gate, we are inside the Royal Court in Târgoviște. In the next image, we can see a list of Wallachian rulers. This list was made after Charles de Gaulle and Nicolae Ceausescu visited this place. So during Ceausescu's time, Charles de Gaulle came here. They made a visit in Târgoviște, and Ceausescu asked to make a list with the rulers of Wallachia and to write the names here. But from the museum, the one who made this list wrote only 33 rulers. To be more precise, there are 40. These 7 that are not on the list are not very important, but anyway, they during this time between Mircea cel Bătrân and Constantin Brâncoveanu, they are also rulers of Wallachia, even if not very important. So we have this list inside the museum. After we read this list, of course, not all of them are very important for Târgoviște. We learn at school, for example, at prehistory, only about few of them, 10, 12, not more. Then we have on the right, because we have a path inside the Royal Court, we can see first the princely church. I told you was built by Petru cel Cel, one of the rulers. There are all, of course, on that list. This church was built in 1500s, in 1583 until 1585. Inside we have the original paintings only in two places. Then during Constantin Brâncoveanu was repainted, and that's why we have the last painting during from beginning of 17th century. Very important in this church, we have, after we go inside the church, we have this is on the right after we enter. We have the biggest painting of rulers from a church in Romania. We have 9 rulers painted on only one wall of the church. So after we enter on the right, we have Matei Basarab, Neagoe Basarab, and Brâncoveanu, Constantin Brâncoveanu, and Petru Cercel holding the church. I told you in the previous presentations that we paint here at the entrance of the church the one who built the church, who founded the monastery, who paid for the church, for the monastery. And here we have Petru Cercel, who built the church, and also Constantin Brâncoveanu, who repainted and modified a little bit at end of 17th century, beginning of 18th century. On the other side of the entrance, we have another 5 rulers. In the next image, you will see Mihai Viteazu is very important. The other 4, you can see their names here. But here we can see Mihai Viteazu with a crown. Unusual for Mihai Viteazu. I will tell you once again that Mihai Viteazu was the one that in 1700s unified for the first time Wallachia, Moldova, and Transylvania. So he made, we say, the first unification of these 3 parts of Romania from today. I hope we don't have a problem with the presentation. Yeah, thank you, Alina. This is the new painting of the church. Also very important, Petru Cercel built inside the church a balcony, and special for his family. And also outside we can see part of the pylons who sustain the bridge, because from the palace they can come on the bridge inside the church to this balcony. In the next image we have the balcony here inside the church. We have also stairs to go up on the balcony, but here on the right we have a door, and we'll see in the next image the church from outside, the ruins of the palace, Petru Cercel Palace, and you can see with the blue arrow was the entrance from the palace to the church, directly to the balcony, and with the yellow arrow the pylons for the bridge. The palace, Petru Cercel Palace, we have a palace with a basement, ground floor, and a first floor. Next to this palace, we have also the old palace from Mircea cel Bătrân time, but we had an earthquake in 1828, and Also, the old church suffered a lot after this earthquake, and they decided to demolish the church. We can see also part of the fortifications from here. I have to tell you that we have some pictures in these ruins, so some exhibitions with some pictures from that moment when they discovered this ruin, how they work here, and what happened with the archaeologists here in this when they work here at the Royal Court in Târgoviște. This was the chapel church, the one I told you from Mircea cel Bătrân time. On the right we have the palace, and here at the bottom of the image we have Chindia Tower. Chindia Tower, the symbol of the city Târgoviște, was built the second one in 1440 by Vlad Dracul, the father of Vlad the Impaler. We can see in the next image two pictures with the tower. The one is the one from the left is from 1840, so just before the restoration, and the one from the right is from our days. You can see we have 3 floors for this tower. Inside we have stairs and some information, some images. You can see the genealogical tree of Vlad the Impaler, starting with Mircea cel Bătrân. Mircea cel Bătrân was the grandfather of Vlad the Impaler. So Mircea cel Bătrân, Vlad Dracul, Vlad Țepeș, and so on with some other rulers. It's not very easy, but I have to tell you that everybody wants to go up in this tower, not only to see these pictures inside the tower, but to see the royal court from the top, from the highest point. The height of this tower is 27 meters, and the diameter of the tower is 8.5 meters. From the palace to this tower, we had also the first floor a bridge. So Mircea cel Bătrân that moment can go directly from his palace to the tower. Now about the name of the tower, Chindia Tower. Some people from Dobrogea, so from south east part of Romania, know that Chindia means party in that region. So one of the story of this tower said that the name of the tower came from parties, because he was right next to the place where they had the parties. But in old language, Chindia means also sunset. I believe from this is the real explanation for the name of the tower, Chindia Tower, because at the sunset the soldiers went up in Chindia Tower to tell everybody to close the doors, close the gates, and nobody start the fire after that moment, just to hide the city during the night. At that moment, they had 5 gates for the fortification. Now it's a museum. It's in Târgoviște. In Târgoviște, we have many other things to visit. We talk about the execution place of Ceausescu in another presentation. I promise you, I'll do it again in English. Only this museum. And from here we can go also to Dealu Monastery, that is 5 kilometers from Târgoviște. It's a beautiful monastery where we have an important tomb. I'll tell you at the right moment when I'll make the presentation of Dealu Monastery.
Super. Super. So we will say goodbye to the Royal Palace of Târgoviște. Bye-bye.
Royal Court, yeah, the India Tower. And we wait the tourists to come here in Romania to visit, of course, to see with their own eyes what we present here. Because we can see only some pictures. It's different when you can see with your own eyes.
It's magnificent, the view from up the tower.
Yes,
so
even if
once you go up, it's super.
Yes, even if you can see also the new, the communist part of the city with that blocks with apartments, but you can see also some historical buildings, also the hills from that region, the river, Yalomița River, and so on.
That's correct. So, dear Florin, when do we see us?
Of course, next Wednesday.
Do we have any subject?
Yes, I have the next 5, but I don't know the order.
Super.
I'll let you know.
Super. Perfect.
About the next subject, but I told you, I can tell you in the next 5 presentation, we'll go up in the mountains, we'll go in a cemetery, but I have to.
Wow.
I have to ask the permission to publish the pictures from that cemetery, because we need some approvals, permissions from authorities, and another 2 museums from Bucharest. From one of them, I'll make the live presentation live from there, not from my home.
Super. Perfect. So we have Luminița Drăgoiu next to us. Thank you very much, Luminița, for being with us today. Looking forward to have you presenting Sibiu. And what can I say, Florin? All of us, we are looking to reach the tourists which are willing to come to Romania. Hopefully they will come, and they will at least will have the chance to see a glimpse of the beauty of our country. This is what we are trying to do here. And
I'll be glad to be the guide for foreign tourists here in Romania, to show them more than I presented here in this live presentation, because just like I said many times, we have only 25-30 minutes for all presentation. A visit here can be 2 hours, so more than I can say in 30 minutes. Thank you, Perla.
Thank you, Perla. Thank you very much.
Me too. I hope to have real
tours. Yes. That's the point. So
until that moment, we have this presentation. Anyway, it's a pleasure for me to show you some parts of Romania, some palaces, some salt mines, some I don't know, tours in Bucharest.
super. Dear Florin, Wednesday Florin, thank you very much.
Wednesday guide.
Yes. Take care, Wednesday guide. Have a great week and see you next Wednesday. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye. Dear friends, once again, I am Alina Tomer from the Professional Association of Tourist Guide Pro Guide. If you like our virtual tours and if you would like to support our activity, you can do so by using our PayPal account here. Also, if you are looking for a specialized tourist guide or not, just a tourist guide to show you the country around, you can find our details also below, info@pro-guide.eu. So there you can contact us. You can find us as well on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. You can contact us in any of these channels and we can help you to fulfill your dream. Thank you very much for watching. See you on Friday. Bye-bye.